Là, on commence week 3.
Week 3.
Sunday was a fairly calm day. Every single Sunday it's my week reset, so I washed my clothes, I washed my bed, I read the new artist chapter, weekly chapter, answered the question. But in the evening, I went to a punk festival in Montreal called Pousa Fest. It was the last day, and honestly, it was really inspiring.
Going to my internship. I'm working at an art gallery. I'm working on like a fundraiser exhibit, which is very fun. It really aligns with my values. My bus got delayed, so this is the new route I'm using today, and it's so pretty. I don't usually have this view. Today's a holiday and I accepted to come into work because we're building the new exposition that's going to be there temporary. I didn't want to miss it, but I'm going to help bring up the pieces up the stairs, and we're on the 4th floor. Hopefully it's super interesting. It's fun being in gallery. Yeah, yesterday I did a few things for the Artist's Way journey. Every single Sunday I read the book, answer the questions, and obviously do the morning pages. I feel like I've done a quick review of the first week, and I filmed myself, so I'm gonna put it in right now. Hi, peep that I'm at the park. I want to see the outfit of the day. Look at the basic fit. I'm here to talk about the Artist's Way and how the first week went. I completed the first week. So basically what I needed to do was read the workbook, answer some questions, write morning pages every single day, and do an artist day. Honestly, it wasn't really hard to do all those things. I feel like the first week was more questions about, can you be an artist? Has anyone stopped you from believing in yourself? And everything. Which I'm very grateful that I didn't find any enemies to my artistic worth, or the people around me are really, really supportive in every single way. So kind of realized I was very grateful for that. For the morning pages, I feel like do I have my notebook? I don't have my notebook with me at the moment, but there's something very satisfying about writing 2 or 3 pages every single morning in the same colors. So I wrote in pink and red, and I can't wait for my whole entire notebook to be filled out with thoughts. Obviously they said in the first week that it's not really interesting, or well, you shouldn't look back. I'm very excited to read those back in like a month or 2. For my artist date, I decided to do something I've never really done before, but I've always really wanted to do. It's just taking your notebook, sitting down somewhere with just a pen, kind of sketching what you see around yourself, then coloring your little sketches. I went to Chinatown, sat at this little intersection where there's a park. It's an urban park. But sat down, and for an hour before I got too cold, or an hour and a half, yeah, I just sketched and painted. Honestly, I've never really done this before, like fully assuming that you're doing a little artsy project in public. I was always a bit scared that people would see me, maybe judge a bit, feel like it's a bit performative or whatever. I feel like doing things in public, like taking pictures in public, even if only for my own memories, I've always had a bit of I've always thought I was a bit scared of people judging. But you realize nobody really cares, and I just drew and everything was fine. I definitely want to do this more often because it was fun to get out and do this activity. But yeah, So for right now, the first week, I feel like one of the benefits that I saw was that every single morning, since you write down what's bothering you, you can start the day off on a better foot. It's just like everything that bothers you, everything that maybe will bring you down in a day, you've already put that out of your system, and you can start your day a bit more anew and fresh and with a more better optic on it. So I've started week 2 today. I've written my morning pages today, and I kind of fixed myself a schedule where every Sunday I read the pages, every Monday I go on my artist date and I answer the questions, and every Saturday there's a check-in to do. So building a schedule that way kind of makes it easier for me since I've started my internship. So for right now, that's it, and I'll see you guys for the other update. But for the I feel like a lot of progress was kind of defining my brand and everything. I feel like I've taken on a new direction, which I really like. I think I want to base myself more of it as a stage intimate designer. Like I said, I love the performance and the intimacy of lingerie, so I want to continue that. But yeah, for the week 2, I feel like I didn't really understand what the point of the pages were. So and the artist date, I kind of was accepted. I've always been doing pages in a way, maybe not that as much, and I've always gone on solo dates. So my question was, what is actually different in this journey? But after reading the chapter of week 2, I read it a bit late last week. She called me out on everything I thought. She's always like one step ahead of me in the thinking process of this journey. Yeah, for now, I feel like I've had definition. She did say that the 3rd week you're gonna have a burst of energy, you're gonna want to do things, and I kind of want to do things. At the moment, I bought like all the fabric that I needed to do at least 6 other ideas, which is very fun. I have them all in mind. I'm waiting for the time to actually create them. Last night, I went to a punk music festival. I love that festival season is back. I never went to a punk music concert, and people were energetic. I really got inspired by what everyone was wearing. I really liked the multiple styles that were there. Yeah. Oh, my bus is coming, but I'll catch you guys later. Yesterday was my artist date. I went on a walk around town with no earphones so I could hear the streets and everything, and ended up in a thrift store. I bought 2 things. I bought this little bra I thought was really dainty and pretty. Then I bought this capri leggings and just liked the fold over at the top and the capri length. Then today is all about producing a new bra. I have this idea using this kind of faux leather crocodile textile and this really cutesy and feminine pink lace. And I wanted to do a rosette, like a ribbon rosette on the bra. I did start this. It's not attached or whatever, but after going to that punk festival on Monday, I kind of got inspired by all the political writing they put on their clothing. So I did see this hack of printing on textile with lavender oil. So this morning I got some lavender oil and I printed Lucky and Riot. I think I'll go with Riot and hopefully I can print it on this textile. I'll try this later on. I feel like I look so tired today. I don't have AC in my apartment and I really want to buy one. But yesterday was a 30-degree day and I didn't sleep well at all. But you know, we keep on going. I also bought this little studs for another bra idea I have. So I have a few ideas in place and I'm very excited to see it come to life. I'm very excited. But today we're gonna work on the ribbon rosette bra. Done for today. I'm starting to have a headache, so when I start to have a headache, I stop making things because it doesn't get better. It usually gets way worse. So for today, I did start the bra, made most of it, and the little ribbon rosette that goes with it. Tomorrow I'm working at the gallery, so I might not have time to finish it, but for now, I'm very pleased with how it's turning out. It's dinner time, so we're gonna go eat some gnocchis at the park and enjoy the sun while it's still there. It's Friday. I decided to go on a little walk this morning. Everything's so peaceful in the morning here. Even though like Montreal is a big city, it's such a calm city. But yesterday, I don't know if you can see my little red nose, but I got a big sick. I don't know if it's the allergies or because the temperature keeps being super cold and super hot and my body isn't really adjusting that well, but I did get a big sick. So after work I just came back home, made some cookies and watched the hockey game, which the Hab won. It's a really nice time to be in the city right now. Everyone's so excited. Today's a quiet day. I want to finish the bra today, and tonight I'm going to a football game, the Alouette. It's the first like ever football game I've gone to, except like one high school one. So I'm excited to see the vibes. Obviously I have no expectation at all, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna enjoy whatever happens or however it goes. But yeah, I tried to see if I could find a 4-leaf clover because there was a few here, but wasn't lucky today. Just on another thought, lately I've been talking with friends about like how complex and how
insecure your life is in your 20s and how you're in limbo and you're reaching for a goal. Hold on, there's somebody walking by and I'm a bit embarrassed. So in your 20s, you're reaching for goals, right? You're kind of doing the first steps and whatever you want to achieve. If it's career oriented or family oriented or whatever you want, but you're not quite there yet, and there's disparities between you and your friends. Like, especially me and my friend group, we all have different careers. We all went in different careers, and people that are teachers, people that are in finance, people that are nurses, TV. I went into museums and fashion, and I feel like different careers like that all have different pace. So comparison is really, really easy. I haven't been capturing it on video all the time. I feel like I missed out a lot of moments this week, but I've been doing all of my pages, obviously. Have a clean streak since beginning the artist way of doing every single task. And this week's pages, everything is about like trusting the timeline, trusting in the universe. I wasn't big on spirituality. I wasn't born on spirituality. I know I want to get more into it, but I'm at the beginning stages, so for me it's hard to say that not everything's in my control, and that's what I'm trying to work on this week. But more than that, it's not just like control of what happens in your career. It's like in your 20s, a lot changing is out of your control. Even your body, your mid-20s for women, your hips widen. And I've been talking about it with one of my friends. It's not like the biggest change in the whole wide world, but you do realize that your pants do fit slightly off, And it's a bit unsettling sometimes when little changes like that happen all the time. And you simply need to adjust and make the most of it. But I feel like everybody lives through that in your 20s. So it doesn't mean you can't enjoy it while it happens. While every hard thing happens, you can still enjoy your time. That's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it's hard when it's super overwhelming. As a mid-20s woman, I'm not like that settled. I know people that are much more settled than I am, and I know people that are way less settled than I am, so I don't know if that's a great comparison, but it's hard to know if you're on a good path or the right path. But I saw a video of someone say, do in your 20s or your mid-20s everything you wouldn't want to do in your mid-30s. And that's why I think this fall I'm gonna live alone and I'm gonna move, which is exciting but stressful and a bit overwhelming because it has a situation attached to it, but that doesn't mean I can't be excited, right? The park is getting a bit busier. It is 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna go back home, have a little breakfast, and start off my day. And hopefully today I'm able to finish the bra that I started working on. I think I'm gonna call her Lucky Riot, just because of the ribbon rosette. I really like this one. I never showed you guys the final result of the Lucky Ride bra. I think she's one of my favorites for now. I love the little ribbon rosette, and I don't know, I just keep getting just a little bit better every single time. I have an exhibit opening at my art gallery that I work at, so I have to go there in a few hours, but for now I have this loading rack that I keep a lot of things that I've created, but I want to declutter it a bit just to bring on this new artistic direction of mine and display only the bras and hopefully fill it with much more. I'm gonna start with that before going to the opening. There's a lot of fabric that I need to declutter. That's for another day. This is much more breathable. This was actually super quick, so I might just go downtown, stroll a little, because it's F1 weekend, there's a Habs game, and it's sunny out, so I feel like there must be something to see it. My walks always bring me back to a thrift store. Why this one's cool is actually they have this mission of bringing thrifting back to being affordable. All their pieces are $10 and their coats are $20 since they're like mostly made out of leathers. I kind of just went there to play dress up. Nothing really caught my eye, but I did find a few silhouettes like the very low V-neck that I want to play with this summer, but I want to find a piece with a different material. I didn't quite like the material of that top, and I think white is the way to go for me this summer. I never really used to wear white, but I like how everything white feels light and very summery, so I feel like that's what I want to try to find next time I thrift. Hopefully like a few white pieces. I kind of like the idea of this like this bandeau A-line top, but that one was super sheer and a bit too tight, so hopefully I can recreate it with other pieces I find in the future.